So so right side where's my pen? So this is when you have see the right side MBP, right side the pain and temperature, where is the region? So you will see it's the left side. Someone is calling. Yeah. Just a minute. 엄마 제발 좀. Sorry about that. So let me give you one more thing, okay? So what if I say right side? My gosh. Yeah, my mom has like the hearing problem, so he keeps calling. Okay, so what if I say just a minute, let me just I think this was recording has stopped somehow, so I will the recording stopped. No, it's recording is still going on, right? How come the recording was saved only like 2 minutes? I'm not sure what.
Every time it's swapping apps out of this because it's taking up network. That's why it's closing and restarting. So that's all.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. So recording is keep going right now, right? Recording continues, right?
Yeah, in the upper left, it still has a red circle and the timer going up.
Okay. Yeah. Right. So let me just where's my, okay. So okay. So when the region has the right side, let me think. Just a minute. Give me just let me think. See, right side MVP. Right side MVP is okay, and then left side pain and temperature was affected, not okay. So then in that case, where is the region? So you said this was the left brainstem. Perfect. Right? Yeah. So right side MVP okay, but left side pain and temperature is the affected. Where is the region? In this case. Where is the region in this case? Left? No, I mean, what do you mean left? Where? In this case?
You said the
it's not.
right
It's not
pain and temperature.
Yes, pain and temperature. Pain and temperature. Pain and temperature is affected, but right side, left side pain and temperature is affected, but right side MVP is okay. Where is the region? So what do you think? Where could be the region in this case? Spinal cord, where in spinal cord? You are half right, the spinal cord, left side spinal cord. That is very, very correct, okay? So for sure, this will be in the exam, okay? I guarantee this. If the professor don't make this this kind of questions in the exam, it's something wrong. Left side of spinal cord, this is the left side of spinal cord. Okay, this is the left brainstem. So where is the region? Questions always in the exam. Okay, so that's why I told you that the brown spot symptoms that will be on the exam. This is basically this whole thing, this whole game is a part of the brown spot syndrome. Okay, so this will be on for sure. This will be in the exam. Okay, so you gotta know this the very clearly. Okay, so this one if this was like a region here, so then this is what happened. And then if this was a region right there, then this is what happened. Okay. So let's you can just I think you can the screenshot of this one. Okay. So I'm gonna use another picture. Right. So let's just go a little bit one step further. Now, a little bit of the adding the motor function. So this is a brainstem, and then this is a the spinal cord. Okay. So how does motor function goes? The corticospinal tract, right? Comes in here, decussate here, and then goes down and then goes out, right? So, by the way, this one, the the motor function is two neuron system. Okay, so from the motor cortex, primary motor cortex, it goes down and then decussate, and then at the decussation always occurs at the caudal medulla. Caudal medulla means it when there's a lesion somewhere here, right? Then that lesion will be already before the medulla. Okay, so above it because it's the downward the neuron, right? So the lesion will be already passed here. Okay, so by this time caudal medulla, because the caudal medulla means the bottom of the brain stem. So in other words, brain stem lesion is in the brain. If the lesion is in the brain stem, the caudal medulla is already past the lesion. Okay, so if there is a lesion say right here, is it going to be affected? No, right? It just going down here, and then one neuron, single neuron comes up to here, and then second neuron goes here, right? So no problem with this. So this was the left side and then the right side. Okay. So what if the lesion was here? What's going to happen? You get the affected, right? So if the lesion was in the brainstem, right side, then it will be affecting right side of the like in originated from right side, meaning that it will affect the left side of motor, right? So this is the left side. Do you understand this, right? So if the lesion is in the left side, likewise, if the lesion is in the left side, it will be affecting right side of the body, right? So what if the lesion is not in the brainstem, but lesion is in the like spinal cord? What's going to happen? If in the lesion is in the right side, the spinal cord right side lesion will be affecting the will be affecting the right side of the motor. So in other words, if the lesion will be left side of the left side of the left side of the motor will be affected when only if there's a lesion on the spinal cord in the left side. Okay, so let's just do one more example in addition to this example. Okay, so what if I have a right side of MVP? Okay, left side of pain and temperature, not okay. and then the left side of the let me see. Left side. So left side of fan temperature, not okay, and then left side of the motor. Left side of motor was not okay. Where is the region? In the brainstem? Are you sure? Let me see. If it's the brainstem, okay. So if it's brainstem, tell me which side, left or right? Right? Okay. Let's just draw let me see. Check. Okay. So this is the right side of brainstem, right? So the if the corticospinal tract in the corticospinal tract left side motor has to be I mean if it's affected, then has to be in the right side, right? So like this, right? So left side motor is affected, right? If it's in the right side in the brainstem, right? Okay, so this is okay. How about left side of the pain temperature? Left side pain temperature, which is comes in here, and then it will decussate here. It will be affected, right? Good, check. How about the right side of MBP? Right side of MBP, the right side of MBP will be coming up here and then goes up here. You are perfect. This is right side of the brainstem. Okay, so very very good. So now let's just do one more the exercise, because this will be in the exam for sure. Okay. Although it's like once you draw it, very simple, but it's a very very popular exam topic. So right side, the MVP affected. Let me think. Right side MVP affected. Um, right side MVP affected, and then the right side, the pain temperature affected. Uh, uh, and then the right motor affected. How about this? What do you think? Where is the region? Right side MVP, right side pain temperature, and then right side motor affected. Right brainstem. Okay, right side brainstem. So let's see. Right side brainstem. So right side MVP comes in here. This is right side, this is left side, okay? Right side come here, and then it is actually affected, right? So if it's the right side, then it will be okay, right? I don't see how the PT is affected. Okay, so PT is affected. Let me see the right side PT, right? Right side PT, and then it will decussate here, and then goes here, right? So if it's the right side, it will be okay too, right? So if it's the right side brainstem, then this will be okay. This will be okay, right? Right side motor will be also affected. Okay, so you have correct. You said right side brainstem. Actually, the answer is left side of brainstem. Okay, so let's make the brainstem region right there. Then left side of brainstem. Let's see. Right side MVP. Right side MVP comes in here, and then goes up here, and then decussate here. So it will be affected, right? Check. Now, right side PT, and then it will take place at the level, and then goes up, it will be affected, right? Check. The right side motor, if it goes down here, that's the right side motor. It will be affected, right? So that's the answer to that is the left-sided brainstem. Okay. So I recommend you have the first 15 minutes at the beginning of the exam, right? So in the first the 15 minutes, what you draw is just to draw this simple diagram. So the use different color, but it's in your exam you don't have this luxury. But the pain and temperature, first neuron here, second neuron here comes in here, and then the thalamus, okay, thalamus here, and then second that's the pain and temperature, and then the MVP will come in here, and then it will go up here, and then goes down here, and then go up. Thalamus. Okay, and then the what is it? The corticospinal tract comes down here, and then here, and then here, here. Okay, corticospinal tract. Okay, so draw this diagram first before the exam start, and then all you have to do is okay. So where is the region? If I have region here, 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 you only have four choices. Region is in the brainstem, or region is in the spinal cord. Okay, so this is a this will be in the exam, guarantee. This is the the neuro professors are very, very lazy. Okay, so they are like, this is one of the easiest questions they make, but hardest to solve. But because you have to think about, is it where does it fixate and where does it go there, right? So usually the neuro professors are very, very lazy. Okay, so that's this thing. That will that will solve this whole thing. There's a brown sequence is all about that. Okay, all about this. This is basically whole thing about the brown sequence. Okay, so and then also there are some when there's a lesions. So this is also very favorable topic. Okay, in the spinal cord only. Now we are talking about only spinal cord. Okay, so in this case, if the lesion is in in polio, polio is a polio is like the anterior horn. So all you need to, this is all you need to know. Anterior horn region. Polio virus loves anterior horn. Okay. So if there's it's in the region is in the anterior horn, what's going to happen? What kind of paralysis would you have? If is it in the lower motor neuron, the lower motor neuron or upper motor neuron? Polio. Lower motor neuron, yes. Lower motor neuron. So lower motor neuron, how do you what kind of paralysis do you have? Do you have the spastic paralysis or flaccid paralysis? Flaccid paralysis, yes. If you have a flaccid paralysis, if we have a paralysis, okay, paralysis, then what happened to the the muscle tone, muscle structure is that muscle will be very atrophied because you cannot use. So yes. So why is it atrophy? Because the muscle is not usable, right? So you don't use it because it's basically you cannot use the muscle. Muscle don't have strength. Okay, so you consume very, very little bit of the ATPs, and then your muscle your muscles not working. Okay, so you don't use it, always must don't use it, lose it. Okay, so that's why it's the atrophied muscles. Okay, also areflexia, fasciculations, and all those things. Okay, and the how about tabes dorsalis? Tabes dorsalis. So what you need to know is that where is the region? Okay, polio, anterior horn, tabes dorsalis, dorsal column. If this is the dorsal column, what kind of the sensations are affected in the dorsal horn? What kind of sensations in the dorsal column? MPP, yes, MPP is affected. So the symptoms are, paresthesis and then pain. Polyuria is due to the like, because of what happened is uh, uh, the let me see, pain and polyuria. Pain is because of this pain is actually I'm not sure about the why it's pain though. Polyuria is probably because of there's some kind of nerve that that connect to the relay the sensation from the bladder fullness that will be affected to the through this dorsal column. But actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I should look it up. I'm not sure about why this the pain and polyuria is there. But this is from this is from Kaplan. So the for sure this is true. Okay, pain and polyuria. You can let me see. Davis Dosalis. Just a minute. Let me just the ChatGPT. The Davis Dosalis 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 pain and temperature pain sensation sensation. Davis Dozer from neurophysiologist and then the cerebral spinal cord damage due to spinal infection. This damage can proliferate of sensory. That is one of the most intense pain. These pains often described as lightning pains are sudden brief and they can occur various parts of the body during the finds result of the damaged sensory pathways in the spinal cord. That's a little bit different because it says that you can screen capture this if you want to. It says that the pain is the result of damaged damaged sensory pathway, right? So so what we know in the table, this dorsal column is the MVP sensations. We have a pain and proprioception at least. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure if this is what the ChatGPT say. That says that the can occur sensory issues. I mean, where is it? The it's because of the sensory damaged sensory pathway in the spinal cord, but that dorsal column doesn't carry the pain and temperature sensations there. So I'm not sure. Actually, frankly, I'm not sure why. So what did you know why? Did you if you already learned this, then let me know is what did the professor say? Okay, I'm not sure actually. Okay, but the paresthesia for sure. This one for sure. So that's because that's where this fine touch and then the vibration sensations. Those are all these things. Okay. So anyway, so that's a tabes dorsalis. This is tertiary syphilis. Tertiary syphilis. That's important. Also in the tabes dorsalis, also another symptom, very important symptom comes in. I think I'm reading it wrong. What do you mean? What does the sorry. That MVP stands for the minute touch. So like very kind of smooth touch, fine touch, and then the vibration, and then the proprioception. Okay. So I just remember it as the MVP. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So so that's the Davis-Dosalis. But important thing is in this thing. Aguilar robust pupils. Aguilar robust pupils. Do you know what aguilar robust pupils it means? It's accommodate, but no, but no the reaction. Sometimes it's called the prostitute the pupils. So what happened? Accommodate. What does accommodation mean? And what's the reactive means? Accommodation. Actually, there are like the definition for accommodation is kind of uh, like not standardized. Okay, so accommodation can be other things, but accommodation is simply this one. Okay, this is accommodation. If you put the like fingers in the middle of the eyes, between two eyes, then you get like this thing, right? That's accommodation. Or there's like another definition for accommodation too. But accommodation, in that case means that the lens becomes thick. That's accommodation. Okay, so accommodation is kind of ambiguous because some literature say accommodation. This as accommodation. Some literature say this accommodation. Sometimes this is called conjugation. So it's kind of the opposite. I mean the different definitions for same meaning. So same terms. I mean, so that's a little the confused. But anyway, so the accommodate, but not reactive. Not reactive means that the when you the shine the light, the if you the pupil size is like this, shine the light, then that's supposed to be like narrow, right? When you shine the light, it's supposed to be narrow, right? That's a normal. But when you shine the narrow, it doesn't decrease. Sometimes even increase. Okay, so linear association, yes, 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 true, true, yes. So sometimes it increased instead of the decrease. Okay, so this is like Marcus gun pupils, but the it's similar to the the Robertsonian pupils, but okay, in actually this the pathophysiology behind of this is very similar. Marcus Gunn and then Agil Robertson has a similar pathophysiology that is because of this delayed reaction of the pupils. Okay, that's the real pathophysiology. But what happens is the when you shine it, so and then you just the back and forth in the left side, right side, left side, right side, right? Then what happens is that the pupil, the muscle that controls the pupils of your eye. So that was like the ciliary muscles, and there's like what is radial muscles. Those two muscles are kind of slows down. So it just doesn't, it takes a longer time to react. That's why it just gives like sometimes when you shine, it will become dilated. Pupils are dilated. It's a kind of opposite, right? How can you explain that? That's because of the muscle, delayed muscle response. It's all because of this the like tabes dorsalis that the ciliary, I mean the tertiary syphilis will damage the muscles. Okay, so that's how it works. But what you just know, what you have to know is that there's a like Agil Robertson pupil, or sometimes they call it like Marcoscon pupil too. Okay, so that will happen in the tertiary syphilis. Okay, you need to know that. Okay, very very the famous I mean very popular exam topic. ALS. ALS is all you need to know is has to be in the motor neurons. So spiral muscular atrophy. Okay, so lateral sclerosis, or all both are the like a kind of the if you have like the corticospinal cord and anterior horn, the damage. So what's going to happen is only motor. So if it's motor damaged, it will have the because this one here, this one damaged. You have the low motor neuron signs because of this is low motor neuron, right? But if you are damaging this one, that will damage the lateral sclerosis. It will damage the upper motor neuron. Okay, so low motor neuron, like I said, the corticospinal tract is two neuron system. So second neuron is out of the spinal cord, which is a low motor neuron. Low motor neuron means it is this is spinal cord, and then out of the spinal cord, that's the low motor neuron. Okay, if it is inside, that's the upper motor neuron. Okay, so in the second neuron is out of the spinal cord. That's the low motor neuron. Okay, so low motor neuron damage will cause flaccid paralysis, spastic paralysis due to the upper motor neuron. Okay, so that's what happens. Okay, so ALS is very popular the exam topic too. Actually, so all of this is a very the all of these conditions are very famous, popular the exam questions. Okay, and then anterior the ASA, anterior spinal artery occlusion. Okay, why the anterior? There's a like anterior artery and then posterior artery, right? Why the anterior artery has to do with the whole area here, while the posterior artery is only covering only this small area. Do you know why? Because what happens is that although we draw like this, anterior anterior spinal artery is much bigger than the posterior spinal artery. Okay, so this is not kind of this is kind of like a misdrawing. So anterior spinal artery is bigger, and then posterior spinal artery is smaller. If you go to the anatomy lab, you will see that. Okay. So simply because of the more blood goes in here, so more covering more area. Okay. So in this case, the dorsal column is spared. So only this area. Okay. So if dorsal column is spared, then what's going to happen? MVP will be okay, right? And then the corticospinal tract is problem because this corticospinal tract here and anterior horn too, right? And then also the spinal thalamic is a problem, right? Pain and temperature is a problem. Okay. All right. Then also this thing, the subacute combined degeneration. So this one is due to sometimes they have a separate category for vitamin B12 deficient, and sometimes they put it together. Okay. Subacute combined degeneration is like all you think about is a B12 deficiency, and then dorsal column, and plus lateral corticospinal tract. Okay. Lateral. This one has to be lateral. Lateral corticospinal tract. Okay. So what's going to happen? So you have an MVP problem, and then lateral corticospinal tract means that motor problem, upper motor neuron problem. Okay. So those two problems. Okay. And then the syringomyelia, we discussed this because this thing, this the white commission, white I think white the central canal, yeah, central canal blocked, or sometimes the genetic conditions or whatever the region, the region is in the central canal. Okay, if it's the region is the central canal, what's going to happen? Does the MVP will affect it? How about the pain and temperature affected? Or how about the corticospinal tract affected? Because the corticospinal tract, where is it? It's in the yes, pain and temperature, yes. Because remember that it's the decussate right there, right? So let me use a different color. Okay, it will decussate. Here. It will decussate at the levels, at the same level. Actually, it's not, I told you that it's not really the same level, but it goes up and down to the levels, but it will decussate, right? Decussate at the same level. So in other words, if the decussate, because that's why it's a problem. Now the problem is this thing is actually a little bit of a kind of not completely explained. Okay, what happens is as it progresses, actually shringomyelia is not the uncommon disease. It's not a rare disease. It's a very very common disease. Okay, for the newborns, also even in the adult. Okay, so very common disease, and so it will progress. The problem is like disease progresses, and then first, it just affects the pain and temperature only, and then it will eventually goes to the muscle weakness because it will affect the corticospinal tract too. Okay, corticospinal tract, and then also the because of the corticospinal tract, and then it will cause the flaccid paralysis, and then flaccid paralysis and atrophy of the muscle. They were same thing. Okay, they are just I mean, it's the same thing because it's the same pathophysiology. Okay, and it will eventually affect the ventral horn too. Okay, so know this. I'll insert this one here. Know this. Okay. So it might not be maybe in the exam she might not be very picky to discuss this, but this knowing this is a good thing. Okay, all right. Brown sequence. We discussed this enough, I think. So know that the diagram that this diagram here, brainstem, and then the spinal cord. Do this diagram and then through the pathways. MVP goes here and then the here, and then the spinal. I mean, pain and temperature goes here and then decussate here and it goes up, and then the corticospinal tract. I mean here, and then the decussate here and then come back here. Okay, so you have to know this this diagram by heart. Really, really important thing. I guarantee the this will be on the exam. Very, very very, very popular topic. Okay, so once you know this, then all these things are basically self-explanatory. Okay, very, very important thing. Have you learned, by the way, have you learned the blood supply to brain? Yes? Okay. This is very, very important thing. Okay, so let me just search for this thing. Okay, just a minute. Rule of for rule of oh my God, rule of for the blood supply, brain brain blood supply. Okay, so images. Let me show this the save images and copy images and put in here. Images. Okay, so before I go this picture, so there. This is basically I don't want to spend too much time on this because you can just read it. So this thing and then this thing is one time read, and this will be just basically last minute. I recommend to read it at the very end. Okay, so they might ask you what kind of the senses that it will be detected in Meissner and the McCord and those things. Okay, free nerve endings and all that. There's no science behind it. So basically, you need to memorize it, and then which type of the nerve fibers are like the largest and that kind of things. Okay, so one time read, but then might be on the exam in the CAS, and it could be on the step 1 too. So you gotta just basically this table here. Okay. So, and then this table and this diagram here. Okay. So, that's the thing you need to know. But I recommend you to just read it just one time. Okay, so this is really no science behind it. Okay, just know the fact. Okay, and then what's important? I'll just remove this because this is more important. So I'll just okay. Why don't I do this? Why don't I read it here? Okay. The reason this is a very important. Let me see if there's any simpler diagram. Okay. So simpler diagram is going to be because this rule of 4 is a very it will make your life much easier. Why don't I do this? Brain brainstem and then board and beyond board and beyond. Okay. Board and beyond. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I think this is one. Okay. And this one copy, save, and then this one too. Copy image. Okay. Paste. Okay. So knowing this will make your life much easier. Okay. So I will oh no, not this one. Sorry. Oh. Okay. So rule of 4 means that if you know this, your basically blood supply to the brainstem is just done. Okay. So rule of 4 means there's like 12 cranial lobes, right? Right. So 12 cranial lobes is divided by 4, 4, 4. So midbrain, pons, and then the medulla, right? Medulla, right? So 4, 4, 4. Okay. So there is in the brainstem. I mean, also there's like a center midline or in the side, right? So midline is 4 M's. So motor nucleus. So what are the motor nucleus in the cranial lobes? Like what's the motor? So the oculomotor nerves for the do you know the mnemonic that the how to put it? My brother says marry money uh, the uh, but brain matters more, something like that. You know this one, right? Mnemonic, right? You just look it up, which is motor, which is a sensory, and which is both. Okay, so motor nerves will be in the the middle line. Okay, and then lateral, and then also so motor nucleus, and then also MRF. That's also important. And then the medial lemniscus. Medial lemniscus means that the dorsal column, so MVP. Okay, those are all in the midline. Okay, and then the lateral side is a sympathetic. So all S's, lateral S's. S's means the sympathetic nerves. Sympathetic, and here sympathetic here. And then sensory, and then also spinothalamic. Spinothalamic means the pain and temperature. So spinocerebellar is like it's also important, but it's not. This is much more important. Okay. So what happened is in the look at this this thing right here. So spinothalamic, right here, right? Those are the spinothalamic. Okay, so that's in the side, right? If it's in midline here, and then the spinothalamic here is a side, right? Lateral side, right? Lateral, and then also sympathetic also goes into the the lateral side, and then all the sensory nodes, sensory, and then motor in the middle. Okay, so the like in the four divisions, like the midbrain, pons, and medulla, 4, right? So 1 and 2 are kind of exception. Okay, so 1 and 2 don't come into play. And then so 3 and starting from like 3, you divide into like 1, so 1 through 4, 5 to 8, and then the 9 through 12. Okay, so 9 through 12, if it's 9 to 12, that will be in the medulla. If it's the 5 to 8, it will be in the pons, and then 1 through 4, it will be in the midbrain. Okay, so so you divide the like cranial nerves, like when the numbers divisible into 12, meaning that like 3, 4, 6, 12, those are like divisible by 12, right? So 3 is divisible by 12, so 4 is divisible by 12, and then 6 is divisible by 12, right? So like, for instance, the 1, 2 don't count, and then 5 is not divisible by 12, or the 7 is not divisible by 8, not, right? So those divisible by 12, so this is a 3, 4, 6, and 12. It's going to be those are the midlines, okay? And then the mononuclei are midline, okay? And then also do not divide are all lateral. If it's divisible, then midline. And then if it's not divisible, then it's going to be lateral. Okay, for instance, 5, 7, the 9 and 10, the 11, those are all lateral side. Okay, so the like the application for this is that you draw this like midbrain, pons, and medulla, and then draw this line, medium, and then midline, and then lateral, right? And then you just like write down the numbers here, 3, 4, which is in the midbrain, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 4, right? And then the 5 to 7, 5 to 8 is going to be the pons, and then 6 is divisible by 12, so like 6 in the middle, and then the 7 is not divisible by 12, so it's going to be the side, and then the 12 is divisible by 12, so 12 is in the center, and then 9 and 10, which is not in the center. Okay, so and after that, you draw this line. PCA is all through here in the midbrain, and then ACA, the ICA here, and then the vertebral artery. I mean the basal artery. Basal artery is in the middle. So remember this term, basal artery, and then goes in the like this, right? And then like this, right? So like this, anterior artery, anterior ACA, and then this is like basal artery, and then this is like the pica here, and the also this one comes in the middle. It will become the anterior spinal artery, right? Anterior spinal artery here, and then in the side pica, then ica is in the here. So just to memorize this thing makes your life much easier to deal with. If there's a problem, so the question will not ask you directly recall this. Like, oh, where's the PCA? What level is the PCA? They don't ask that kind of questions, but they will ask the symptoms. So, like, if there's if there's like, for instance, ASA. Okay, we discussed this here right there. ASA, right? So if there's the patient that has like these symptoms, like like dorsal column spared and all these things, okay? Because the AS is supplying this area. So all you need to know is that it supplies this area, and then he has some, because of this area is all the problem. So MVP is saved, but the spinal thalamic cord is affected. Corticospinal cord is the corticospinal tract is affected, right? So in that case, where is the problem? So where's the problem? And then also one step further, they will ask what the arteries are blocked. Okay, that kind of thing. So I highly recommend to memorize this. I will send this the file for you. So I highly recommend this. Like this is called rule of 4. Okay, this is very this will make your life much easier. Okay, one of the main ways we get lesions and ischemia in our case. Yes. This is what exactly this is. If you know this, you can solve many of these the stroke questions and ischemic questions, that kind of thing. Okay, so this will be really helpful. Okay, right. So this one, this one, I mean, where is it? So where is the thing? Yeah, this one's it can help you, but this is by itself. Okay, it's not really like connected with anything, but not much. But this the two diagrams that I just drew, it will be just super important. It will be very useful. So this diagram here, this thing is very important thing. Okay, you gotta know this by heart, and then your life will be in neuro will be much easier. Okay. All right. So I will. I'm very sorry that at the beginning that there was some interruptions and my confusion with the timing and all these things. I'm very sorry about that. But I think I have one more session with you in the Monday. Monday it will be probably because it's just one day before, 2 days before your exam. So I will be doing only the like the MCQ questions. Okay, so I will try to cover all the neuro topics. What I think is the important on Monday. Okay, so thank you very much, and I will see you on Monday night. Okay, so 6 o'clock. I think 6:30. So your 6:30 will be my 5:30, not 7:30. Okay, all right, Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.